Hello there everybody and welcome back to Stasis. Now when we left off things were getting pretty hard pretty fast. Come on, activate the terminal. The daughter had died because Dr. Milan is clearly a bit of a psychopath. Test database. Attempting to fix the terminal. I think I got it working, sort with backspace doesn't work. So I can't do much but it makes entries. On, open, header get access to other functions. Fuck you, you ain't no goddamn radio. Is invalid. One. Database incomplete. Terminal now recognizes the pod. Pod or hydraulics to be accessed but not opened. Presumably we have to get into the pod in order to use pod control. Ooh. Cool. Oh, cool. So we can actually pick where we're going. Disposal, visitor center. Well, disposal's next on the list. I guess we'll go there. Oh god. Well, that's ever so slightly disgusting.
Hive.
Oh dear.
These creatures are following their base instincts. Breeding, eating.
This is the final boarding call for Chelsea Bean and Parasay Sushi. Please proceed to gate 9 immediately.
I don't think I should stay here very long.
Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the evacuation procedures. Drink the Duke Cola instead.
Okay. Well, this is... Ooh.
The tower. Maintenance and repair and solid waste disposal facility is overdue by 9,125 days.
How long?
Shit.
I repeat.
Never seen anything as disgusting as this place.
Level 9 employees. Thank you.
I think we should go near any of the moving things. I was going to say there's bound to be something interesting outcome in this. What'd I get?
A heavy loader. Looks like it was sealed in during construction.
Fair enough. Can I leave, please? Yeah, we go. Okay, so we got a plasma cutter and a power cell. I was hoping he wouldn't go that way because I figured the things might react if he did, but okay, never mind. We're good, we're good, we're good. I don't think there's anything else. No other places I can go, no. Well, I've got a couple of items, so, yeah. I guess the other place we'll try is the visitor center. Visitor center expansion. Only other place left. I guess we'll see where we're gonna go.
This is the first boarding announcement on lifeboat 8 through 25. Any passengers requiring special assistance to begin.
Retinal scanner. I don't have a retina. At least not one that's, like, okay. Power downloader. Scaffolding.
Gotta find another way out.
Plastic sheets. So, alright, we took a plasma cutter and a power cell. Presumably we can have to put the power cell in here. But we need a retina. Oh, there was that power pad on the floor, wasn't there? And that refrigerator. Refrigerator. He said he got rid of the dead body. Presumably there's like a retina or an eyeball in there, maybe. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, power pad on the floor, I see. I've got hang on those. Yeah, I like how John comes out before the chair does. That's a slight error, I think. Maybe we can use a plasma cutter on... Yes. There we go. Whoa, dead body. Ooh, and hey, look! PDA! More reading! Oh my god, more reading! February 6th. Jared would make for a useful business partner, but I can't even suggest it to him without interrupting for the rage and begin to rant that ain't how it's done in my family. As the man I honestly expect to get anywhere without once taking help from those who are more intelligent than he is. The Grim Lake has been a pleasure to be aboard thus far, much more entertaining than being on Earth. Even my family's private island isn't this entertaining. Granted, there isn't much left to do now that all the indigenous animals have been hunted and killed. Space, however, is infinite. March 20th. I feel as though planning an April Fool's joke almost 2 weeks in advance is a little pathetic, especially when the plan consists of a single prank, pouring water on Jared. I poured water on him, just a little glass, and the consequence, the hulking dimwit chased me down the corridor with a wrench, slicing a reasonable portion of my forehead open. I'm now thoroughly convinced that he is deranged and will be doing some investigation. After agreeing to transfer a sum of money, I convinced Dr. Reen to open Jared's medical records for me. Jared really is mentally ill. He suffers from outbursts of rage. According to one report, he murdered his brother by crushing him to death with a car. It goes on to note that Jared believes to be the will of the Lord, capitalized just like that. How the hell did he manage to get into position? That is important on the ship. I'll have to stay on his good side. I'm beginning to miss my father's mansion more with each passing day. Having maids and chefs to cater for me was how I was raised. To be responsible for cleaning up after myself and walking all the way to the mess hall for food remains a challenge. You entitled prick. Sometimes I question my own sanity. I briefly considerized Jared's hobby of repairing that old transport pod, and the daggered stare he gave me in return. What did I think I could possibly accomplish by talking to him about it? Unbelievable, he burned my thesaurus. Jared marches towards me, ripped it from my hands and set it on fire. He then screams April Fools and sprinted away, waving the burning pages above his head. When was that done? So we did that in August. No, not August. Yeah, August. So we did an April Fool's in August. Well, I suppose if you're going to surprise somebody with an April Fool's, doing it in August is actually a good idea. So I can't begin to say how many times I've retyped my entries. They feel not as good. There's a better word, I swear. I would kill to get my thesaurus back. How can anyone respect me if I don't sound smart? I give up. I went into Dr. Green today, and he remarked that I sounded less like a pretentious asshole. I guess I should just talk like an ordinary person should. Oh, hey, ordinary is a pretty big word. My arms hurt. It was hard work getting all that fungus out of the generators. We did it, though. Cleaning is not easy. I feel a sense of accomplishment. I guess Jared is not all bad. He apologized to me today for losing his temper so often. And you know what? I apologized in return. I don't remember the last time I did that. Holy shit, it turns out the guy had a bunch of rations tucked away. He shared them with me, even though he's almost out. If I don't starve to death here, I may have to put him in charge of Tanker Investments charity, which doesn't exist yet. Rations are here. We have just enough food in the freezer to last us. We're far less hungry than the guys manning the twins. What are these twins? Are they like twin engines or something? I have to say I'm impressed. I'm not sure how those guys had the energy to keep us afloat with so little to eat. Those guys are titans. Engineering is now onto lockdown. We have to keep whatever those things are away from generators. I don't think that we'll ever see the light of day again. At least when I die, it will be my only girlfriend I ever had. Yeah, I don't think he was really a friend, dude. Ew! Yay, eyeball! Because clearly that's what you need. You need eyeballs. Oh, you did it right that time.
8 through 25. Any passengers requiring special assistance to begin boarding at this time.
Yes. Come on, open up the... Thank you. Yes, that's right. Crash through the door. Where are you going? All done. You can stop shaking the screen now. Thank you.
Welcome to the Groom Lake Visitor Center. Kane Corporation trusts that you'll enjoy your stay. Please ensure your personal data tag is updated with your medical history and is functioning correctly. Kane Mining Limited was founded in 2050. Henry Kane was appointed to exercise control over East Asian Pacific debt repayment through mining asset acquisition. Kane Mining Limited was founded in 2050. Henry Kane was appointed to exercise control over East Asian Pacific debt repayment through mining asset acquisition.
So...
This poster depicts a 95-year-old Henry Kane in the prime of his life.
Huh.
Launched in 2100, the tower was 6,106 feet long. This massive nuclear fusion power ship was used extensively as a planetary mining platform. 15 years of atmospheric exposure resulted in a weakened hull and her decommissioning.
I see. Oh, okay. Do that one next.
Kane Mining Limited was rebranded as Kane Corporation in June 2019.
I did not know that.
In 2116, Kane Corporation recruited a vessel from its mining fleet to be repurposed as a laboratory. Henry Kane was born to an impoverished family in January the 26th, 2000. His mother Clara was a store clerk and his father Edmund was a veterinarian.
Fair enough.
Welcome to the Groom Lake. The tower was rechristened the Groom Lake in 2120 when she left dry dock and began her journey towards the outer planets. Charles Clark Kane has proudly taken over the reins from his father and continues his family's legacy.
C4 and C5.
So this is all information about Kane then.
A replica of the Statue of Remembrance that stands in Washington, D.C. In 2077, a mile below the surface, Camp 571 in Japan produced a treasure trove of medical research documentation. Did you know? Henry Kane served in the military and was a decorated naval aviator.
Good for him.
The rapid advancement of medical research and its auxiliary studies culminated in the perfection of genetic manipulation. Popularized by the media as a medical Cold War, the eugenics age far exceeded selective breeding. In 2049, a worldwide ban was placed on unapproved genetic modification.
Probably for the best. Whoa. Destroyed lifeboat, destroyed lifeboat, destroyed lifeboat. Oh joy, lots of destroyed lifeboats. No, just walking around and doing stuff. Can we go up that, please? The music's kicked on. Why is the music kicked on? Come on, keep moving. Is it working? Nope, lifeboat's been trashed. Now we have to go over here. Are we in a church? Whoa. Okay. Nope, I'm not doing anything.
Without a family, man, alone in the world, trembles with the cold.
Thank you for that, what was that, Shakespeare? Some pipes, pipe organ... Oh, okay, hey, you can go through the airlock. Oh, hello.
Murderer! You really are a roach, Mr. Maracek.
John, shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun!
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods!
Oh. Quick, shoot him! That didn't work. Did he have a shield? Oh god, I'm gonna have to go through the whole bloody thing again, aren't I? I noticed I was standing on one of these pads, so I thought, I can shoot the fucker.
Murderer! You really are a roach, Mr. Maracek.
John, shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun!
Don't try to worm your way out of this.
How did the fucker have a shield?
Monster?
I mean, I shot him and he's like...
By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods!
Okay, oh, that's above him, isn't it?
Grab hold of something!
Security lockdown initiated.
Quantum storage device damage down door missing.
Oh dear.
Fracture of femur detected. Scapula damaged. Seek immediate medical attention.
That didn't really work out quite so well. I get the feeling this is the end of the game, so I'm going to go over time on this one.
Have we got her?
I do. She's here.
It's over. It's all over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
I'm sorry, it wasn't supposed to end like this. Waking you was a mistake, John. But I'm happy to have met you.
I don't understand. Tyr, what do you mean? You woke me? Answer me!
We needed a way to transport the research off the Groom Lake. And your wife's bone marrow was a perfect storage device.
Research? This is about fucking research?
Yes! It's about research. Worth billions, John. Billions.
So you caused all of this? You let those things loose?
No, I'm not that sloppy. The idiots we sent to get your wife's body turned off all the containment protocols. We lost Ellen in all the chaos. That pussy Yuri was on his way to you when Milan got involved.
On his way to get my DNA.
It was the only way to locate the data carrier in this shitfest. Old man Kane will be rolling in his grave when I sell his secrets.
You're just like my man.
Bitch.
Is that what you think? John, do you love your wife? Well, I loved my husband, and Kane's security forces murdered him during a protest. Kane Corporation took everything from me, and now I will burn them to the ground.
You don't have to do this. You don't.
To Stasis, my son, it was never gonna happen.
Selenographic coordinates confirmed. Autopilot has been engaged. Time to departure. 15 minutes.
Adult technology self-structure preservation engaged.
You never had any intention of helping me. You used me. You used my family.
It's not personal.
Not personal. You bitch.
Guilty.
Oh, come on.
Tyr. Fuck you.
Well, that worked. I know I'm completely over time for this episode, but this is clearly the end.
This vessel has been cleared for departure.
She's dead, isn't she? Bet you anyone she's dead.
Destination changed.
I love you, Ellen.
So that's it? You're just sending your wife's body off, and that's it. So that's it? You can't just end it like that. have taken your wife... Maybe she wasn't dead. Nah, she's dead. Yep. That's it, isn't it? You're literally going to end it there. Oh, wow. Yep, that's it. That's the game. Wow. Well, that's interesting. How about that? I'll admit, I wasn't 100% sure how the ending was going to go. But, I mean, that's a little douchey. I mean, okay, he loved his wife, but couldn't he have taken her body out and got in the stasis pod himself and survived and done stuff? I mean, maybe I'm a selfish person. That's what I would have done. That's very strange. But, okay then. Well, there you have it. That's a slightly disappointing ending. I guess I was kind of hoping your character would survive. But, yeah. There you have it. That was Stasis, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy it, I'll be honest. Couple of things you could sort of question. Like, I mean, there was technically no real threat. But I suppose I can understand that from a point-and-click sort of standpoint. You know, you can sort of see how, you know, it might have been too hard to engineer, like, chase scenes or anything like that in a game like this. Obviously, you know, all the threat really came from screwing up on the puzzles. There's a couple of times when you had a direct threat and there's sort of time limit on it, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, that was actually pretty good. You know, it had good atmosphere. The story was actually kind of interesting. Some decent sort of gooey, gross out stuff in there as well. Yeah, I would recommend it. I can't remember what price I ended up buying it on. I think I got it on a Steam sale, because I buy everything on Steam sale these days. I can't remember the last time I paid full price for something. So yeah, I would recommend looking into it. It's got good atmosphere. Puzzles can be a little obtuse at times, but to be honest, I think that's the kind of thing you get with point-and-click games. I mean, I remember playing games like The Longest Journey, and dear God, that game had such obtuse puzzles, you couldn't believe it. But it's still good fun, you know, it gives you a sort of satisfying feeling when you finally complete the game, you know, because, you know, when you finally beat these incredibly obscure puzzles, you do get a sense of satisfaction out of it. Anyway, so, thank you all for watching. I haven't got the faintest idea what I'm going to be Let's Playing next, but you'll find out when the next episode comes up. So, thank you all for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this Let's Play, and I'll see you in whatever game I'm going to play next. Goodbye!